swear to God, there's a horsefly in here, and if it stings me, I'm going to scream. I haven't been stung by a horsefly in forever. Oh, man, when was the last time I was stung by a horsefly? I was visiting Mississippi. My aunt, she lives in Mississippi, and we were swimming at a pool. And damn thing kept coming in there, and it stung me like 3 or 4 times. It hurt, too, if you've never been stung by a horsefly. Although I still gotta say that getting stung by like a red wasp or something hurts more. But that's probably because, for me, personally, I'm allergic to red wasps. Unfortunately, they're pretty common in the area where I live. Okay, so I think that's everything on that side. Like, can someone explain to me, like, what purpose wasps have in nature? Like, bees, you know, they have the duty of, like, pollinating flowers and stuff. You know. Yeah, Prince Charmless is kind of a... I think it's pronounced Charmels. But, like, seriously, he's Prince Charmless. You know, subtlety is not one of this game's strong suits, I guess. Take a drink of water here. I want you to take into account what this guy says when we actually end up fighting the Argon lizards, because we end up killing like 3 or 4 of the things. So like they're not all that rare. Ooh, turbines. I feel like the turbine should have been better than it was. Like, turbines are really cool. Although I got to say, the main character in his awesome bandana. Look at that. He's attractive, isn't he? Yeah. In fact, I really like the way his get-up is. I like, out of all of the Dragon Quest like protagonists and the way they look, I think I like the hero of Dragon Quest VIII the most. Like the way he's dressed. You know, obviously Dragon Quest IX doesn't have like an official, this is the way the hero looks. Well, I guess it actually kind of does, because you start off with that celestial like clothing, and like in the artwork and stuff, they kind of have him wearing that. But still. Huh. Yeah, it's kind of worrisome when the person in charge doesn't know what they're doing. Trust me, I know this, because I'm the person in charge at work, and I do not know what I'm doing. So he's a bad mouther, huh? He's a bad mouther with nothing in his cupboards. Eh, that's not even really worth it. Get better stuff, dude. Hairband. Like, seriously, there's other things in this dresser. Like, what makes the hero go, okay, I'll take this headband, but leave all the rest of the clothes in there? I guess other than this is a JRPG and not like Skyrim, where you can take everything that isn't literally nailed down to the floor. She's kind of a horse, but it's okay. She'll get better. Nope, no going back there. This is the church, I'm fairly certain. Just by looking at it, you can tell it's a church. And by the music. So Lorenzo... Okay. So they got like 2 good for nothings in high places. Oh, he does? Well, obviously that's not going to be important at all at any point in the story, so you can just ignore it. There doesn't appear to be anything in here. So it feels really good to just be getting back to this game and just kind of going on with the story. Like, because the last time I played, I spent like 3 or 4 hours just doing like side stuff. Because when you get the magic ship and then when you get the magic key, it's like here's the whole world. Like, go open random chests like on the the 4 corners of the map, and you're like, and I'm like, no. But then I'm like, I gotta do it because I'm a greedy SOB. What you got to say, lady? I do need to buy a couple of these. A few. I'll buy a few. Nothing else I really want. But I want some of that because in case I have to, you know, backtrack some more. Helps. I didn't have any when I was going after liquid metal earlier. Ah, the bazaar. The bazaar is going to be awesome. Is this a church too? No? This isn't the same building. What is this building for? Oh, I remember what this building is for. I remember. I'm fairly certain I remember. I could be wrong. A leather cape. Awesome. We can sell that. I really wish you could play this. Just be like, dun 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 dun. Or like play some... That scared me. Scared the crap out of me, you guys. Ah, the moment of truth. Now, let me see if I have the stuff to make another key. I know I have a dagger. I do, okay. That's a Templar sword. Bronze knife, there we go. Yes. We'll get that cooking. And then what we'll do is... My goal for Youngest is to have a bandit axe and bandit mail, which requires me to buy another battle axe. Poor Youngest spends a lot of money. I didn't mean to do that. You'd think I would just not be doing that, but triangle is such a weird cancel button. Okay, what you got to say, sir? You and your floppy hat. Yep, that's where we're going. We have been there already. We couldn't get in the front door. This place is pointless. Man, I've had a really rough year. I haven't played like hardly. I'm trying to think. The last video game I beat was Resident Evil Revelations 2. When that came out, I beat it with my buddy Sam. We played the co-op. Hold on one second. I kind of yanked my PS2, and it's like precarious. It's precariously perched at the moment, and I'd hate for it to fall. Hold on one sec. Oh. Okay. No, I'm fine. Thank you, Sam. Oh. Oh. Alright. Back back to what I was doing, which was raiding the castle next, I guess. Now all my cords are messed up. This is terrible. The tragedy. So, like, if you tried to come here before finding out you needed the mirror, they wouldn't let you in the castle because Prince Charmless was missing. So, thank you. I wanted to open the door. Sure, sure. Oh, really? Lady, you look like a freaking scholar of something. You're wearing a freaking scholar's cap. You don't know anything? Don't you know anything about... Oh, the ground became dirt. That's neat. Oh. Jester, huh? Not that that guy probably could have taken Dulmagus. What you got to say, sir? So he spent days and days in a barrel. That's actually kind of impressive. Well, yeah. I imagine he doesn't leave the castle because, well, why would you leave the castle when you are the prince? Rock salts. Nice. Probably gonna take all the rock salt I find later and make like highly strung cheese. It's useful for a couple of boss battles. Like near the end of the game, you can like take highly strung cheese and then like get like the timbrel of tension, and you could get somebody up to like 50 tension like in one round. Okay, I think that's almost all the downstairs. Is anything over here? I don't think Medea has thought about it too much. Actually, she probably has thought about it a lot, but, you know. So that is King Clavius. Is there a picture of Charmless around here? We don't want... We don't want to go in the throne room just yet. I think that's supposed to be Prince Charmless, like an artist's rendition, but he doesn't look like that. You know what? He might have looked like that when the painting was done, but he kind of doesn't look like that now. Well, you'll see. Yeah, Renee powder, 50 gold coins. It all goes into the pot to defeat Dulmagus. Let's see. Seed of Strength. Nope. Key's done. have the item to make the bayonet mail? If I do, I'll go ahead and make it. I don't think I have the stuff. No, it appears I do not. That's okay, I think. Oh, before I forget. Okay. Well, whatever. I'll have to look up where... No, I need to go through this door. This probably goes outside. I keep bumping my headset, and I apologize. I don't know, you can't really... Well, no, it's okay. It's okay view. It's much better than the other... This must be Prince Charmless's room. It is! So this is Prince Charmless. Yeah, okay, we'll leave. Just, you know, first. Oh man, come on, you're a prince. You could have more than that. Big Boy Wonderland. Yeah. That's talking about the Puff Puff Club. We'll, you know, go there later. This job will be the death of me. Okay, now I'm kind of lost. Okay, I haven't been in this room. Nice. Give me all the mini medals. Just let them wash over me. Just be like all up in my face, man. Let's see. This is probably down to the main hall. No. No, it's not. Oh my. Just all kinds of lost. Okay, this is the... Yeah, this is the throne room. Let's go back. Okay, so this is the main hall. We went up, around, up. I don't have my checklist of my item checklist. I'll just have to kind of... I think I'm done. Nothing over here. What do you got to say, sir? A lot of scholars in this place. Let's meet the king!
Your Majesty, are you feeling poorly? Did those travelers cause you some trouble?
No, no. I'm fine. One of them reminded me of someone, but I must be mistaken.
Yeah, pay no attention to that. That just won't be plot relevant ever.
The magic mirror? But it's a precious royal heirloom. Why on earth do you require it? Explain yourself.
Well, there's this evil clown. He has murdered 1, 2, a bunch of people, and he has cursed an entire castle.
I understand. However, as I have said, the magic mirror is a treasure of the royal family. I cannot simply give it to you.
Motherfucker! Pardon my language. We work for the king, who is the father of the woman who's going to marry your child. Give me the damn mirror.
I knew he'd say no.
C'est la vie, I suppose. It was a lot to ask.
So now what? How are we going to avenge my brother's death without that mirror?
If what you say is true, you must have survived a great many ordeals on your travels.
Oh man, yeah, I can tell you stories. Like, we fought a giant mole.
That means your fighting skills must be on a par with those of my soldiers.
Probably a little higher.
But your majesty, you can't possibly plan to use those travelers instead of royal guardsmen.
Well surmised, Chancellor.
Well, okay then.
Listen to me carefully. I rule with a fair hand, but I cannot grant every request that is made of me. However, if the royal family owes someone a debt of gratitude, I consider it my duty to fulfill it.
So what you're saying is, I scratch your back, you scratch mine.
You need the magic mirror. Then accept my request. If you complete the task I set forth for you, you may have the mirror.
Cool.
Summon the prince!
Not cool.
At once, Your Majesty.
The request concerns my son, Prince Charles.
So, like, one of the things that just really to this day gets me about this game is how good the voice acting is. Like, it's just really good. And remember, this is still kind of in the era before
To become king
AAA
of Argonia,
voice acting.
one must undertake a special initiation ceremony. There is some risk to life and limb, and the prince is unwilling to do it.
Like, because remember, the PS2 era is where we got lots of, like, RPGs that were voiced, and you ended up with things like, I don't know, Final Fantasy X, where with its super stilted, kind of awkward voice acting in places, you know.
As a father, the thought of putting my own son in danger pains me. But he must pass the initiation if he is to succeed me to the throne.
Like, I think this is the first game that I can really remember to have, like, voice acting that I was like, wow, that's
It is the tradition of our kingdom.
that's like some A+ quality, you know.
I was considering sending a detail of royal soldiers to protect him during the rite. However, I fear it will ruin his reputation. So my request is this. You outsiders will accompany my son to the royal hunting ground. Naturally, this would remain completely confidential. It is vital that everyone believes my son passed the initiation on his own.
That doesn't seem like a good way to,
Your Majesty, Prince Charmles is...
What is it this time?
The prince has run off again. I'm extremely sorry, Your Majesty. This is all my fault. I'll bring Prince Charmles to Your Majesty as soon as we can find him. As your humble and faithful servant, I beg...
You incompetent fool!
Is that the guy who voices, is King Clavius, is this the guy that voices LeChuck in the Monkey Island games?
Please pardon my outburst, but we cannot continue this discussion without my son.